Hey everyone, it's Kestrel Raptorial, and finally I have put the cards to build a deck based on the cards that Yugi brought to Battle City. This is continuing my custom Yugi deck, starting off with what we left off in episode 2, Duelist Kingdom. And I don't have every card that Yugi brought with him to Battle City. Every card that he was shown to have in his deck or in his hand. The cards in the anime shown in Yugi's hand and in any player's hands are quite inconsistent scene from scene to scene, so that's not quite reliable. And I'm also missing the Griffwar card. I think I gave that away. But starting off with what we left in episode 2, we have Dark Magician, Petite Dragon, Fairy Dragon. Well, Fairy and Petite Dragon are pretty much the same dragon. I don't know why they made two, but yeah. Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. Curse of Dragon. Gaia the Fierce Knight. Catapult Turtle. Karibo. Time Wizard. Dark Sage. Blackluster Soldier, Magician of Black Chaos, Mystical Elf, Celtic Guardian, Great White. Why Yugi's deck came with a Great White, I'm not sure. Giant Soldier of Stone, Ancient Elf, Neo the Magic Swordsman, Man-Eating Treasure Chest, Trapmaster, Man-Eater Bug, and the Fusion Monsters Kaiser Dragon, formed by fusing Fairy Dragon with Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. Not sure why they didn't just fuse it with Petite Dragon. And Gaia the Dragon Champion. And for the spell cards, I still really like field spells. Just a aesthetic favorite of mine. Yami. Card Destruction. Dark Hole. Change of Heart. Monster Reborn. Polymerization. Book of Secret Arts. Fissure. Magical Blast, Black Luster Ritual, Black Magic Ritual, Swords of Revealing Light, Horn of the Unicorn, Brain Control, Maki of the Magical Mist, that combines with Summon Skull, Burning Land, combines with Curse of Dragon, and Mirror Force, Magical Hats, Spellbinding Circle, and Shift, also known as Monster Replace. So, how do we make this into a Battle City deck? Well, so I just counted the deck. The cards in the deck, and it does have 40 cards, so we want to keep it to 40 cards. Although, of course, with the extra deck, we can do anything we want. We can add as much as we want. The first thing I'm going to do is, and I kind of hesitate to do this, because Curse of Dragon and Gaia the Fierce Knight. There have been releases of advanced versions of these creatures, Swift Gaia the Fierce Knight, and Curse of Dragonfire that came out recently that gives the Curse of Dragon the Burning Land effect in itself, so you no longer need the Burning Land spell card. But Yugi did not have these in Battle City, so we're not going to add them at this point, though we will come back to them. I'm going to take those out. That's removing 2 cards, not 4, because we never added the advanced ones. And replacing them with Gazelle, the Kingdom Mythical Beasts, and Performat. Yugi began using these in his very first duel in Battle City against the Rare Hunter Seeker, who, well, one, also swiped Joey's Red Eyes Black Dragon by summoning an Exodia. And Yugi later defeated him. I think that duel for the most part works. I'd like to do a replay of that duel and see if it does work. We're going to add the Fusion Monster, Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast. Pretty decent fusion monster. Not the strongest, but when it's destroyed, it does let you revive one of its materials, either Gazelle or Performat, in order to defend your life points or do what else you will with it. So, we will add Chimera to the extra deck. Next, we're going to take out all 3 of these. Fairy Dragon, Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress, and Catapult Turtle. And add in more monsters that appeared in the beginning of the Battle City arc. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, the Magnet Warriors. And they merge together to summon Valkyrian, the Magna Warrior. A little bit harder to pull off in the actual game than Yugi. Yugi actually succeeds quite a few times in the series. That's nothing new, of course. And let's see, adding Valkyrian, we now have 21. Going to... oh. We are going to remove Kaiser Dragon because its fusion materials are now gone. And quick check of my notes. Oh yes. I also have to add Summon Skull back in. Yugi did use Summon Skull along with Alpha the Magnet Warrior at the end of the duel against Seeker in Battle City. That part, exactly what he does doesn't make sense. But to add those, now at 22, going to take out Time Wizard and Dark Sage. We no longer need them for this deck. So here we go. Dark Magician, Summon Skull, Gazelle and Baphomet, and the Magnet Warrior series. Next thing we're going to do is swap these three monsters, Man-Eating Treasure Chest, Trap Master, and Man-Eater Bug, for the Royal Knights. Let's see. Queen's Knight, King's Knight, and they summon Jack's Knight. And there is also actually a fusion monster of these three. Arcana Knight Joker. And a special ability, if this card, this monster, if this face-up monster on the field is targeted by a spell card, trap card, or effect monster's effect, you can negate the effect by discarding the same kind of card, spell, trap, or monster card. Not bad. I'm not sure why this never appeared in the anime. In the Kaiba Corp Grand Prix mini-arc, there was a similar kind of looking monster called, if I can remember the name correctly, Royal Straight Slasher, summoned by sacrificing Kings, Queens, and Jack's Knight. That had an effect of destroying either all monsters or all cards, can't quite remember, on the opponent's side of the field by discarding one monster from the deck of each of the first 5 levels. I don't know if that monster has come out. It's been a while since I've looked. This one actually seems a little more useful, since I think fulfilling that monster's requirements would be a little harder. Not everyone has monsters of all those levels in their decks. Not sure why Arcana Knight Joker never appeared. But we're going to add it. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. And let's see. I'm going to swap Celtic Guardian, Great White, and Giant Soldier of Stone for Big Shield Gardna, Buster Blader, and Electromagnetic Turtle, which actually serves as the replacement for a Catapult Turtle. An Electromagnetic Turtle Yugi used in his final duel against Seto Kaiba and Obelisk the Tormentor in the Battle City Finals to protect Slifer from the special effect of Obelisk. So those are going to go in there. Celtic Guardian does have an advanced form, Obnoxious Celtic Guardian, named because it does have quite the obnoxious effect, but we will also be dealing with that later. Now, as for the ritual monsters, I don't believe Yugi ever summoned these in Battle City. Let's see. I do like having the 3 magicians. Dark Magician, Magician of Black Chaos, also in other cards known as the Dark Magician of Chaos, and Dark Magician Girl together. So we're going to take Black Luster Soldier out. It does combine with Kaiba's deck. We're going to remove it for now and have these 3 in the deck. I'm also going to remove Ancient Elf and Neo the Magic Swordsman from all the way back in Starter Deck Yugi for Archfiend of Gilfer, also known as Beast of Gilfer. A very useful effect, very good card in Fiend decks, any Dark deck. Certainly does go with Yugi's deck, although Yugi's really racking up the high-level monsters here. Not the best strategy to use in the actual card game, but in the anime, since he's the main character, he gets away with it. And finally, the Egyptian god card he won from Strings, under the control of Merrick. Slifer the Sky Dragon. I've always felt, now, Slifer's Japanese name was Saint Dragon of Osiris. I've always felt Slifer far more resembles the underworld dragon Apep from Egyptian mythology. Slifer being called Apep would have been really cool. It certainly fits with Atem's dark theme. And Apep was a rival of both Set and Ra. Obelisk was hypothesized to have been based on Set. People now say Obelisk was based on Geb, an older Egyptian deity. But Set was the first one I heard of. And Ra is, of course, Ra, the sun god. Ra would battle Apep each night and rise as the new sun each morning. So, Slifer being Apep actually fits quite a bit better than Slifer being Osiris. And Yugi 1, Obelisk the Tormentor from Seto Kaiba, although I've got quite a few issues with how that duel played out. And the Winged Dragon of Ra from Merrick. I'll remove those for the time being. So, I also have to add the Dark Magician Buster Blader Fusion. Dark Paladin. So, I think that finishes off the monsters for Yugi's deck in Battle City. Let's take a look at the spell cards. I am going to keep the field spells, because I'm a field spell fan. Let's see, Yami. Card Destruction, he did use in Battle City. Dark Hole, very good card. We will keep all of these. Book of Secret Arts. We're going to replace that with Magic Formula. An equip spell specifically for Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. Fissure, keep for now. Magical Blast will take out. We're keeping Magician of Black Chaos, even though it wasn't summoned in Battle City for now. Can replace these. Did he use Swords of Revealing Light? I don't think so. Still has at the time. Keep Brain Control. We don't need these two anymore. Take out Horn of the Unicorn for now. Cluster. Probably remove Magical Blast. We'll see about Swords of Revealing Light. Okay, so we got 4 trap cards, and let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we have 11 spell cards. Yes. So let's see. I think we'll add a bit more than 5 more in. Still have to take out some more. All right. I'm looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki. Oh! Defusion made its first appearance in the Battle City arc. Yugi used it to defuse several monsters, including Seto Kaiba's Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but was then used against him by Merrick. Diffusion Wave Motion. High-level spellcaster card. Very powerful. High-level spellcaster can attack all monsters on the opponent's field at once. Oh! Exchange. I do have the Exchange spell card as well. Not sure if I'll be keeping that in this twist on Yuki's deck, but there it is. Oh. To defeat Merrick, Seto Kaiba gave Yugi Fiend Sanctuary. Which pretty much does work in the real game as it did in the anime. It's pretty cool. We'll probably be putting that back in Kaiba's deck. Don't know if Yugi kept it. Probably not. Huh. Graceful Charity. Multiply for Karibo. Does not actually give you infinite Karibos, but kind of cute. The Necromancy card, which would be cool, has not been made. We do have this awesome spell card, Double Spell. Discard 1 magic card, or spell card, to duplicate a spell card that your opponent has used. In the Battle City Finals match, Yugi against Seto Kaiba, Yugi used this to duplicate every spell card that Kaiba played on one of his turns. Does not work that way. I know a lot of cards are a bit different, but it's one thing when the card has not yet been made. It's another thing to work quite different if the card already exists, and actually I think this hadn't been released, but still, even if it hadn't been released at the time that episode aired, copying every spell card your opponent has played in one turn can be really unbalanced if played right. Although, granted, Kaiba's deck, if some of the cards worked as they actually do, like Virus Cannon, it would be way more unbalanced. So, still, they could try to get it a little closer. I don't know if Ragnarok has been made. Maybe. Ragnarok in the episode, episodes of the Duel Against Merrick was a real Deus Ex Machina, and writers and audience tend not to like that. So, I don't have the Soul Taker card. Don't know if the spell textbook card has been made. I have no idea why Yugi didn't take this card. Infinite cards. That could have really helped him play Slifer the Sky Dragon. I do have a Magical Dimension card. Yugi did not... I don't think he used this in Battle City, but I have it. I probably at some point will be adding this to this take on Yugi's deck. So, got a bunch of cards to add, spell cards to add. Oh, before I decide, I won't keep Fiend Sanctuary here, which spell cards to keep, let's go over the trap cards. So, Yugi, don't know if he used Mirror Force in Battle City, but we're going to keep that in. Did use Magical Hats, at least once. Spellbinding Circle, yeah. I think we'll still keep these four. Used Chain Destruction in his duel against Seeker to destroy the Exodia pieces. The Exodia Heads cards. And this, I'm not sure why they didn't have Yugi use it against Kaiba and his Blue Eyes White Dragon copies. I guess they didn't want to destroy them that easily. But it's awesome if it can destroy copies of a card in your opponent's deck like that. Not really a card to rely on unless you know your opponent is going to play multiples of something powerful. So, it's there. Not sure we'll keep it. Collected Power. Interesting card. Transfers the effect of all equipped magic cards on the field to a target of your choice. Interesting. Could really be powerful against a deck that uses Power Tool Dragons to its full effect. The way Yugi used it in his duel against Yami Bakura, I don't think it works that way. Although I think Dark Sanctuary has been released. I need to check out that card. That's awesome. At least the artwork is awesome. Let's see. Shifting cards around here a bit. Oh, one that Yugi got at the beginning that he played several times, Light Force Sword. Cool trap card. As well as Dust Tornado. And Magic Cylinder also made its first appearance. He played Light of Intervention. Probably probably another one I'm not going to keep permanently. Time Seal, which I'm pretty sure is still on the banned list. The Soul Rope Trap, which I really like. This is a pretty cool trap card, though it does cost 1,000 life points. So yeah, just keep an eye on your life points. I do not have Mystical Ref Panel. That card is way expensive. Magician's Selection has not been released. I believe those are all the spell and trap cards from what Yugi used in Battle City that I have. So let's see. I'm keeping... Let's see what to keep. I do want to keep Swords of Revealing Light in this deck. You can decide in your version which spell and trap cards to keep. Let's see. Can add 5 permanently if I want to keep it to 40 cards. Let's see. I don't know if I particularly want to keep magical hats. It's kind of cool. I'm going to take out Light of Intervention. I'm going to put in infinite cards to use with Slifer. Let's see, Magic Cylinder, because that's awesome. Probably not going to keep these. If I just wanted to go with those 5 as well, maybe... Let's see. Oh, we want to keep Diffusion Wave Motion. Guess I'll take out Dust Tornado. Yugi's not big on spell and trap destruction. Let's see. I'm probably not going to keep Exchange in this. I don't know about Diffusion either. I think I will take out Magical Hats, put in Graceful Charity. I'd like to put in Summons... Oh, sorry. Double Spell. Almost said Summon Skull. Wow. That's weird. Difficult choices. Let's see. Have those. Paladin. There's the extra deck. Could also add in the Red Eyes Black Dragon that Yugi got from Joey. This is gonna take some time. I guess from this point on, it depends on what you want your take to be. In the next video, I will take a look at Yugi's... I don't know if I'll do a deck for the Virtual World arc. I will do one for the Waking the Dragons arc, the Atlantis storyline. I'm excited to get the Eye of Timaeus. When I play with my friends, if I'm not using my my own dinosaur deck, I like to character play as Seto Kaiba, so my choice is Critias. And I'm going to do Joey and Kaiba decks for... I already did a Kaiba deck for Battle City. I'll do Joey deck for Battle City and all 3 for the Waking the Dragons arc. And we'll keep going from there. So, at last, from all the cards I had splayed out, here is my choice for a 40 card, plus 4 for the extra deck, Yugi's Battle City deck. Dark Magician, Buster Blader, Dark Magician Girl, Magician of Black Chaos, Valkyrian the Magna Warrior, Archfiend of Guilford, Gazelle and Baphomet, Alpha the Magna Warrior, Beta the Magna Warrior, Gamma the Magna Warrior, Jack's Knight, King's Knight, Queen's Knight, Big Shield Gardna, Electromagnetic Turtle, Karibo, Mystical Elf, the Red Eyes Black Dragon, loaned from Joy, and Slifer the Sky Dragon. And Yugi also, in Battle City, did win Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. We have all 3 of the Egyptian god cards. But I'm only permanently keeping Slifer the Sky Dragon, as I do want to keep Obelisk in Ra and Ra in my Kaiba and Merrick decks, respectively. Okay, so 4 card extra deck. Chimera, Gaia the Dragon Champion. Even though the fusion materials have been removed for the time being, I still want to keep that in there. Arcana Knight Joker, and Dark Paladin, the ultimate magical swordsman. And for spell cards, as close as I could come to what Yugi has from the cards I had, Yami, even though he didn't use that, I still like field spells. Change of Heart, Magic Formula, Graceful Charity, Card Destruction, Monster Reborn, Polymerization, Defusion, Black Magic Ritual, Brain Control, Double Spell, Diffusion Wave Motion, Swords of Revealing Light, Exchange, and Multiply. And for the trap cards, Light Force Sword, Soul Rope, Spellbinding Circle, Magic Cylinder, and Mirror Force. So that is the Yugi Battle City deck as it stands now. And next time, we'll go through the Atlantis Arc deck.